Welcome friends, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. So I'm out in the studio today and I'm shooting a whole pile of these cocktail videos. And as I'm going through different flavors, I'm trying to, of established cocktails, I'm trying to figure out how to use those bottles of liquor that end up in my possession that I don't really know what to do with because I'm not a huge fan of either the style or the brand. And so one of those things is spiced rum. I am not a huge fan of spiced rum. But this particular spiced rum made here in Canada is quite interesting because it's not spiced with the same sorts of things that you would expect. It's not that Caribbean spiced rum or the English Navy spiced rum. It has spices, or herbs actually, found on the Canadian tundra. So I thought that might go really well with this Amaretto, the Di Serono, which to me I kind of laugh at because as a child growing up in the 70s, this advertising was just off the hook. You look at a Di Serono print ad from that time period and it really sort of sets the mood for what was happening in the 70s. And I thought to balance these two things, which are quite sweet, let's try some Smokey mezcal and some orange bitters. So let's get right to it. So we'll start out with an ounce of spiced rum. Do you like spiced rum? Do you use spiced rum in anything? And if you have a favorite kind, what is it? Do you make your own? A lot of people probably make their own so that they can control the spicing, which I think is very interesting. Half ounce of the Amaretto and the same of the mezcal. And this isn't a terribly smoky mezcal, but it's got a little bit on the nose and it should sort of temper the other things. A couple dashes of orange bitter, maybe 3. And I'm going to throw in an orange peel just to sort of bring that up. And orange goes really well with Amaretto. So over the top. Oh, I forgot to stir. And a little bit of orange zest over the top just to play with that Amaretto a little bit. The Smokey Amaretto. Interesting interplay. Right off the top. I'm confused. If I pick this up off the bar the first time, I'm like, what's going on here? Because there's a little bit of that sweet. You kind of get that almond, but a layer of smoke on top of that from the mezcal. The orange is there, and the rum is just in the background. It's really subtle. You don't get too much of the rum. A little on the sweet side. A little on the sweet side. I think that's a combination of the rum and the Amaretto. Definitely from the Amaretto. But it's warm. It's inviting. This is something that after dinner you have one and you go, that's really nice. I like that. I could have another. But probably by the time you got halfway through the second one, you'd be like, no, it's too sweet. But in a small amount like this, that's very pleasant. And the mezcal really brings something to it because it cuts through. It really does cut through the other two flavors. And it comes in at the end. I don't know if it'll catch on, but it is something to try. They are flavors to play with. Very interesting. I kind of like it. So, the Smokey Amaretto. Kind of crazy. Tell me what you think of Di Serono. Tell me what you think of spiced rum. I'm not a huge fan of spiced rum, but I think these are flavors that I could play with again. And I would try it with one of the other spiced rums that we have, Oak Heart, I think it is. And I know that there's lots of them out there. And I might try different bitters next time, but I think the orange plays well. But I wonder what other bitters would bring to it, or other types of orange bitters, because they all taste different. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.